Steve here at Metal and Wood Channel. I got my neighbor Dale. Dale wants a boat motor, so we're going to get Dale a boat motor for $1.299, and we're going to go through it with him. You going to put it on a little boat?
Yeah.
You going to go fishing?
Yep.
What kind of fish you going to catch?
Anything.
Anything that'll bite.
Anything I can get.
I understand the feeling. All right, so these are backwards on how they're identified. So when you want to choke it, you want to say, I'm going to go off. That means your air is off, so it will choke. So then it'll fire up, and then you can put it on half choke to warm it up, and then when it seems like it's pretty warm, you just move it all the way down. All this does is cuts off air.
Okay.
When you want to start it, you want to give it a little bit of throttle, and then just make sure that the spring is catching a little throttle. If it's all the way off on the throttle, you're not going to have a lot of fuel going into it to start. So you turn it a little bit like that when you want to start it. Okay, there's a primer bulb, and it's under here. You know, remember you felt it last night?
Right.
So you stick your finger under there till it fills up, and you pop it a few times, and then you'll see it's full like any standard weed eater type of thing. When you want to start it, are you right-handed?
Right.
Okay. So when you want to start it, you can put your left hand right here, but be careful that this thing doesn't snap and hit your knuckles or something. You don't have to pull it really hard. You kind of just pull it out, and it's got a little spring action. So you kind of pull it out about here, and then you kind of give it a little go, and it'll act as spring in there. And you probably, when it's fully primed and when it's choked, you might have to pull it 3 or 4 times. When it's warm, you really only have to pull it once, maybe twice. And you have an aluminum prop. Every single one I've checked has had oil, but if you want to check it for oil, you can.
Okay.
The way to get that off, you have to pry it off with a screwdriver. And you need to change that oil after you've run it for about 10 hours, because there's going to be some little metal shavings and things like that. And you want to go easy on this boat motor for the first 10 hours. Right. You can vary the acceleration, but you don't want to just say, hey, I'm going to go 5 miles down the bayou, you know, at full speed. You'll just say, hey, I'm just going to putt along. Now and then you give it a little rev, you know, you vary it a little bit. Just take it easy for the first 10 hours. That might mean first couple trips. You could also turn it off, let it cool down, and start it back up. That helps as well. That helps break it in as well. You know, like you can totally shut it off, start it back up. That helps the break-in process. Once it's broken in for that 10 hours, you're good to go wide open by warming it up, though. You want to always warm it up.
Right.
Not give it a lot of throttle until it's got 3 or 5 or 8 minutes of warming up. And then this thing should last you, I mean, virtually forever, because I can get you parts. You're right next door to me practically. I can get you all the parts you need. You got an aluminum prop already. I have extra aluminum props. I'm going to have extra impellers and whatnot, carburetors. So I'm going to get some more of these motors in. This is coming up on one of my last ones, but I think you'll have fun with it. It'll last you. And if you got any questions, I'm just a phone call away. And I think if you want me to, I can put a little fuel in it and we can start it up for you if you want. Or we could keep the fuel out of it, depending on whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'll just take it because I'm like...
You're going to take it down the road?
Yeah,
okay, you got a bucket? You got a bucket?
Yeah, I got a load.
Okay, okay, cool. All right, well, Dale, thanks for stopping by and picking up your motor today. Okay. And everybody else, like, subscribe, thumbs up, and comment.